We're here to talk about this brand new show. We're days away from the Belle Collective, Birmingham. How are you feeling leading up to the big premiere?
I'm super excited. I can't wait to watch it and I look forward to seeing it.
This is the first spinoff of the Belle Collective. When you were approached to doing this, were you hesitant or was it an automatic yes?
I was most definitely hesitant. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my exit from reality TV. So this was, like a step of faith for me to get back in the reality TV world.
Yeah, looking back now that you've shot this season, do you think it was worth it?
I will say that it worked out well.
Oh, okay. We love that. So, what was it like, on your first day back? Was it like putting the hat back on, or were you like, oh, I forgot a little bit about what it does take to make a reality show?
No, it was just like a walk in the park. I'm always on camera at some capacity.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like a fish out of water.
Yeah. And you're like always on TikTok Live and you're the queen of that. So, I'm sure it was just like walking back in the park. What was it like meeting the group of women? Some of them you knew, some of them you were meeting. What was it like filming with all of them and the new dynamics?
It was very interesting, and I would say it was a experience I'm glad I got to have in this season.
I love that. Is there one person who you just like automatically clicked with, and what did you guys bond over?
I love Fumi. I met Fumi when we did an interview before. We had a fireside chat, and she was interviewing me. Her spirit and her nature just was always like it was just so profound, and Fumi is displayed that all throughout the season.
Yeah.
So I love Fumi.
I love that. In the first episode, we saw that there were some hiccups leading up to your Lala Anthony collab as a boss woman with a huge empire. What is something that you tell yourself when something is going amiss or something is kind of going wrong? Like, what do you tell yourself to just like focus and kind of be positive?
So I have a mission statement within Canvas, and it's we make the impossible possible. That's how we've been able to do a lot of the things that we've done and hit the records and set the records that we've been able to set. And I think it's just been, with that mindset, just never letting an obstacle get in your way. If something seems hard, it's not because it's truly hard, it's because this is the way that we need to go. And it's nothing is impossible. And here at Canvas and within my life, I just always tell myself, we make the impossible possible.
Yeah, I mean, women especially can do hard things, and we sometimes we limit ourselves thinking, "Oh, this is too hard," and then you do it and you're like, "Of course, because I can do hard
Yeah.
things." Um, what is one piece of advice you would give to a female who is trying to start an empire and looks after you and you're inspired by what you've created? What is some advice that you would give them as they embark on this new journey?
I would tell anyone that is stepping out on faith and doing something that's different, to know that if God put something in your spirit, that is for you. I think a lot of the times people, especially in the entrepreneurial world, they never reach their full potential because they don't truly believe it from inception. I always tell people, if you can feel it here, like that saying, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And I always tell people, never lose sight of that and never lose sight of your why. Like, why are you doing this? Because in business, there's going to be ebbs, there's going to be flows. It's never going to be a straight line. And if you don't have something very strong that you can go back to keep you centered, you'll get off track. You'll start thinking and tricking yourself out of what I like to say your spot. So I would tell anybody just to always know that if you have it in your heart, then you are meant to do this. And then there's another thing I love to let people know. It's never going to be about how many resources you have. It's always going to be about your ability to be resourceful.
Hmm. It's true. Every day is a new day. You've got to keep adjusting and pivoting and moving and just be positive. I love that. Of course, back to the show. What was a highlight for you from filming this season that you can kind of tease to the fans?
I would say our live stream that we did with Lala Anthony. That was a major highlight for not just me, but Canvas, my business in general.
If you had three words to describe the rest of the season, what would they be?
Provoking.
Okay.
I will say profound, and I would say metaphorical.